Welcome back, y'all. This is Battle Blast. This is part 2 to John Leguizamo and the old 304 joint. I'm going to play a piece real quick because I forgot where I stopped at. But it's something I needed to show y'all, so this way we can go forward. So check it out.
On the black man's psyche. It destroyed the black man. Destroyed the black man's psyche. The black man does not really respect his woman. He doesn't love his woman. The system has taught the black man that the standard of beauty is whiteness.
Oh.
Okay? Yeah. I'm going to bring it right down to the bare nuts. Okay? The system has taught the black man that the standard of beauty is whiteness. So when the black man...
She said the standard of beauty is whiteness. Okay. Black women, you do too. Why do y'all put weave in your hair? Why do you put that straight weave in your hair? Why do y'all put blue contact lenses in your eyes? Why do you walk around with makeup now all over your face trying to look like them? Case in point. Now this is just, like I said, this is case study, fair usage. I seen this piece years ago in an art gallery. So I took a picture of it. I'm gonna show you something. Hang tight. Now, this is a case study. I wanted to show you this. Hopefully that we don't get flagged for this. But this right here is a picture I seen in a museum. Well, it was like a gallery one time. And this is a white woman with two black women at her feet, kneeling. Look like they're praying and they're happy just to be underneath her. All right. Tell me what did that say in that video? That means y'all worship this woman. You hear me? Y'all absolutely worship that woman. That's why you have you have pictures like that running around, because deep inside, black women, y'all want to be white women. You've always have been, and you always will be, because even in your heart of hearts, when it comes to like people like Kim Kardashian, who gets fake butts and fake tits and fake hips to look like y'all go out and do the same thing so you feel like you're looking like her. So get your mind right. Get your mind right.
Now, I'm not talking about all black men, but I'm talking about a lot of them. And this is the reason why a lot of black women are not married. Because when the black man, when he rises up and he gets some status, the black woman can't even get to the man. Because what?
You heard her, right? When the black man rises up, he gets himself a white woman. Yes, some of them do. And I'm not going to take that from you. Yes. I watched as, James Earl Jones, he's not I think he's Barbados or something like that. He's not even a black American. But he is a black man. Sidney Poitier, not a black man. Not a black American. You got this football player who's talking about him and his Nigerian buddies or whatever the hell they from, said they weren't going to have no black kids. They didn't have no black babies. They was going to get married to white women. And a lot of them son of bitches, some of them just got they half of their damn fortunes took because they did go after white women. Yeah, so I do agree with that on some things, but not every black man wants a white woman. Not every black man wants a Spanish woman. Not every black man wants an Asian woman. Not every black man wants this type or that type of woman. Most black men want to be with women who look like us because they know what we have gone through together in this country. We know our struggles together. We're stronger together than we are apart. I can't see myself marrying a white woman. I can't see myself marrying a Spanish woman. I can't see myself marrying an Asian woman. You know what I mean? I can't, because it's not of me to marry that type of woman. Have I ever screwed them? Yeah, of course I have. You know what I mean? But it doesn't make me saying I love them more than I love my sisters. No, it's just hard to find love. And then I hate to say it, if you do go outside of your culture and you do find another group or another person to deal with out of another group, and you do fall in love or you do get with that person, you and that person become a real good team, this is the question you need to ask yourself. Why can't I find my own like that? Because a lot of times black women, and I'm not saying all you black women, I'm just going to say a lot of time black women, you get in your own fucking way. I had a woman one time tell me, you too good to be true. What's wrong with you? Something ain't right with you. I said, what? She said, something's wrong with you. You're not right. Case in point, I'm about to show you something. So she told me this, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. Something wrong with you. She kept telling me, no, there's something wrong with you. You're too perfect. You're too this. You're too that. So I'm like, I say this heifer's crazy, man. This heifer's nuts. So I want y'all to take a look at this, because maybe this motherfucker show up.
Just remember that you're the prize always. Say that one more time. Just remember that you are the prize. Yes.
Gotta stop letting these men buy us cluster.
Yeah. Keeping a roof over your head, food on the table, clothes on your back, electricity, gas, water.
If a man loves me more, if he's too nice, it's not sweet no more.
Exactly.
But it's not, loving doesn't have to necessarily associate itself with being nice. Like, you can love me more, but you're not ever too nice. I can love you just as much as you love me, but as long as you love me just a little more than I love you, we'll always be good.
Women like that make it hard to understand because it don't make sense. None of this.
Did you hear that? Now I fucked up because I didn't edit this shit right, but did you just hear that? That was a bunch of fucking nothing. That was a bunch of airhead fucking glue on top of her head with somebody else's fucking hair on top of her hair. Fucking unresponsive, unconscious, even thinking thoughts that came bluttering out that bitch's mouth. But that's what I'm talking about when that chick said what she said. She said that I was too good to be true. Something was wrong with me. I had a chick tell me, and this is God's honest truth, I had this woman told me, this is probably about 5-10 years ago. I think I was in my mid early 40s. She said, you ain't got no kids? She said, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't got no kids? Something gotta be wrong with you. I said, no, motherfucker, ain't nothing wrong with me. I said, why does it have to be something wrong with me? Why can't it be something wrong with the women out here in the streets? Because they don't want a good dude. Man, the women out there want good dudes. They dying to get a hold to one. Yeah, they dying to hold on to us so they can do what? Use the hell out of them. That's what they're doing. So when a bitch sit here and tell me, or any woman sit here and tell me that a woman is dying to get a hold to a good man, only thing I can say about that is, you's a fucking lie. Let's go back to homegirl. Let's go back to the 0304.
Yeah. I'm going to bring it right down to the bare nuts. Okay? The system has taught the black man that the standard of beauty is whiteness.
Taught you that shit too, ladies.
The black man. Now, I'm not talking about all black men, but I'm talking about a lot of them. And this is the reason why a lot of black women are not married. Because when the black man, when he rises up and he gets to some status, the black woman can't even get to the man. Because white women are all over them. You see? Now, that's just since, things have opened up and, interracial marriages, interracial dating.
But whose fault is that?
But where does that lead? The black woman, the disrespected black woman. If her own men don't respect her, her own men don't respect her, well, what's to become of the black woman? Okay. Now, I hear a lot of people on these dating sites telling black women that, you talk too much, you're too this, you're too independent, and all of that. Let me tell you something. Black women are what they were forced to become. They are what they were forced to become.
Well, that's the truth. You do talk too much. And it's not about being too independent. You just have to learn how to, when you got a good man in your life and he's trying to work with you, no matter how much money he's bringing to the table, if he's bringing $3,000, you bring home $10,000. You need to be happy there's somebody bringing home something to the table. And understand, the table is not you. The table has nothing to do with you. You're just a person pulling up a chair to this thing because you're both inviting each other to a table. The table is the relationship. If you look at a table and it's big and round or square, you write on that bitch relationship. You're inviting the person across from you to come in, and she's inviting you to come in to sit down and talk, discuss what is it you have that you are willing to give, or what you have, what kind of baggage you're bringing in. Okay, I sit down. I'm a man. I have no kids. Okay, I got 7 credit card bills. I have 2 of them that's open right now. So I'm bringing in decent credit. 2 open credit cards that I'm paying on. I have no car bills, but I do have 3 cars. I live in an apartment, and I might have some heart-related issues far as being hurt by ex-girlfriends. So I will be bringing probably some of that baggage into it. But when I'm dealing with a woman with kids and stuff like that, like I've always dealt with, which I could never find a woman that don't have kids. And when I do find a woman who don't have kids, she doesn't like me. She likes men with kids. But I'm going to tell you this. The women that I dealt with, they're bringing their children in. So that's you putting them on the table. Boom. I got bills. I got this. I got that. I got a house and I need this and I need that. So now you dropping all that shit you piling up on the table. And on top of it, I'm dealing with your baby daddy drama shit. So they're piling that shit up on the table. Then I'm all the dudes that ever hurt you, just like all the women who hurt me. You're dropping all that shit on the table. So which one weighs more? Your shit or my shit? Your shit. So guess what I'm going to do? Either I'm going to take it and say, all right, let's try to work this out. You got to smooth some of this shit off the table. I can't tell you to move your children off the table because those are your children. If I get involved with them, if I get involved with you, I'm getting involved with them. That's understandable. But I don't need to take care of all the other bullshit. So when this crazy ass old 304 here talks the shit she's talking, trust me when I tell you this. Run, motherfuckers. Run. Let's get back into this shit, because this lady she's making no sense at all. She's a feminist who believes deep down in her heart what she's saying is right. And I'm going to debunk something that she says at the end.
And all of that, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Black women are what they were forced to become.
And what's that?
They are what they were forced to become. No other woman in the world has gone through what the black woman has gone through. And still going through it because of racism. You understand?
You see that? Y'all was forced to go through this because of racism. You were forced in it by yourselves because of racism. No, your dumbasses took the fucking bait when, like I said, when they did the women's lib movement. When they said, "Hey, black woman, come join us. We need your numbers." And your dumbass went out and you did what? You gave them your fucking numbers. You said, "We'll take welfare, we'll take an apartment in projects, and we'll give up our husbands and our children's fathers and our real support group, our real support." Now, mind you, there were some brothers out there probably wasn't worth a damn, but they still was the fathers of your children. And a lot of those men back in those days, in the 60s and stuff, they were taking care of home. And don't get me wrong, some of them had families on the other side of town because that wasn't nothing different. That wasn't nothing new. That was something that was going on for years and years. All right? I don't believe in it. I don't subscribe to that, but it is what it is. So y'all put yourselves into it. This lady got to be somewhere in her late 60s, early 70s. If that. She could be in her 80s. You know, sometimes black people don't age bad for our age. You know what I mean? She could be much older than what she looked. You know what I mean? So, but this lady is part of the so-called, I guess, baby boomer generation, probably. She's old as hell. And she's going to keep you black women single, you young black women single, because she's talking about y'all have to do it on your own. You never have to do it on your own. If you pick the proper man, you'll never have to do it alone. Your life will be a little bored. Maybe he'll even take you to fucking France and wherever the hell, the moon and back, because he thinks the world of you. But that's a good man. But you rather have Pookie and Ray Ray, who live just sitting on the corner all day, getting high, getting drunk, selling weed, doing whatever they do, hustle their money, and go to jail every 6 months. So you go ahead on, you tell me what you're talking about. Go on.
And now, some of the black women have gone off and married in other races. You know, if that works out for them, fine. But a lot of black women are raising their children alone because the black man does not respect his own woman.
You see the same talking point? They do because you chose the wrong motherfucking dude. Or you thought that because if I give this man a baby, he'll stay with me. I had a girl tell me that. She gave this guy was going to jail and she wanted to get pregnant by him so he could come home to a family. What kind of thinking is that shit? I even told her, I said, that's some backwards ass thinking. She got upset because she felt what she was doing was right. No, he had good dick. When he went to jail, she wanted to make sure she would be the only one that he be seeing, and that motherfucker had other bitches in lined up. So when the motherfucker got good dick, trust me, ladies, you ain't the only motherfucker he's seeing. So y'all fighting over a piece of meat between a man's legs and not a good man who's going to be there for you and your children. But who in the hell am I to fucking say anything?
Now that's the honest truth. The black man does not respect his own woman. And then the black man has the nerve to classify his woman according to her skin color, whether it's dark or light or, the hair texture.
All right, I'm done here because this woman, she has nothing to say, and she's just making up more shit to say that we disrespectful and we don't like y'all. That's bullshit. I love my black women. I love them dark. I love a dark-skinned woman. Give me a dark-skinned woman any day. Boy, y'all skin is fucking beautiful, it's radiant. Something about dark-skinned woman that drives me nuts. You know, her skin is just, kissed by God himself, man. And I always talk about this. There was a time I went to a place, and it used to be a place back in the day where I can't even get this thing right. It's a place where we get our milk and stuff from, and juices from. And this dark-skinned sister worked there. She was so fucking fine, man. She had a short little like Holly Berry cut, and she was slender like I like them, and she was beautiful. And every time like I would come in, she would lighten up. She'd smile. Her smile was so beautiful, man. I mean, this woman was gorgeous. And I was in a relationship with this other woman. And I liked her, and I was like, man, I would get with her. And one day I was talking to her, and she told me she had a daughter. So I'm like, damn, just one kid? And at the time, I think I was in my 30s. I think I was like 31, 32. And I was like, damn, I should get with this motherfucker, girl. I said, she is so fine. She ain't got no kids. I mean, she only got one kid. Do you know what I mean? But I was taking care of my mother at the time. I had no life, really. So that's how that all fucking went down. And I was so scared and shy, I just never opened up my mouth. And I should have. But like I said, that was my fault, my loss. I'm going to hit you with something in a second. Hang on. Sorry about that, y'all. I've been looking for this video for a minute, and I can't find it. I saw a video of her, I think it was last week or early week before last, something like that. And in this video, I wanted to show you where she talks about how she dated this one guy, and he took her for a ride, took all her money from her and all this crap. And then she moved this other guy in, and she almost gets kicked out, or she got kicked out of some shit. It's crazy as hell. You got to listen to it. And I don't want to say that's what she was saying, but because I remember her saying about like she almost got kicked out or something like that. But she was inviting the wrong men in her house. This lady's too fucking old back then. She was a young girl. She was a young hoe back then. Now she's an old hoe trying to tell these young girls, you know, you're independent. Keep your independence. Let me tell you something. First of all, just real quick, off the rip. Black women, if you don't get married, you don't have a boyfriend, you're going to have to work for a living. Let's just keep it real. 100%, 150%. You're going to have to work. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You have to work because you have to take care of yourself. You want that car that you always want. Yeah, if you got a parent who's taking care of you or help take care of you or whatever the case may be, and they want to buy you a car, your first car, that's nice and everything. But some of us don't got like that as black people. So what we do, we go out and we make it ourselves. So as a black woman, you going out there, you want to get a house, you want to get a car, you want to get this, you want to get that. Because you don't have a husband, you're doing it on your own. So you have independence. That's something that we all have is independence. Once we get to a certain age, we leave the nest, we become independent. We have to become independent. That's independence. Because now you're out on your own. When I was 17, 18, I had my first apartment. I was out on my own. I tasted independence for 2.5 years. And guess what? I liked it. I loved it. Or was it 1.5 years? Something like that. Then I came back home. Like I said, you learn, you live and you learn. So, ladies, understand this. It's nice for independence, for you to have your independence, because you're growing up. You're learning how to take care of bills. You're learning how to be an adult. Just like men. When I went out and I did my thing and I got my first independence at that age, I was becoming an adult. Yeah, I was out there laying and playing and screwing and doing and diving and hiving and enjoying my youth at that point in time. Yes. Well, you can bring a broad back, don't have to worry about your mama telling you who the fuck is this girl, what you doing in the room with her and all this. No sneaking it in. You doing what you gotta do. That's the thing. And the thing about this lady, when you listen to her more and more, sometimes she can make sense, but she takes it and she makes it like the black man is the issue here. Everything about the black man is wrong. Yeah, he went through this, he did this, but he's wrong because all of these problems that we're going through, he did this to us. He did this to us. Motherfucker, we didn't do that to you. And then the motherfuckers who do shit to y'all, those are the motherfuckers you love. Those are the motherfuckers you give them a escape route out. That's what y'all do. You may talk bad shit about them, but you do give them like a little exit plan to get the fuck out, so you don't say too much about them. Remember, the good dick niggas is the ones y'all love the most. Those are the ones that that motherfucker call you at 4 o'clock in the morning, knowing you gotta be up in another 2 hours. Yo, what you doing, ma? I was asleep. Why you calling me like this? Come on, ma. Let me come over there and smash that real quick. Let me put this good ass dick up in there. Oh, man, you crazy. How long you gonna be? I'll be there in 5 minutes. That motherfucker make you wait for half an hour. You go in the bathroom, try to clean your ass up real quick. You sit there and wait for him for half an hour. You ready to go back to sleep, then he knock on your door. You mad with him, but you still getting up the dick. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ladies, do not listen to this 0304. Please don't. Because she has no wisdom. She will keep you single like the way she's single now. She talking about something about 7 years. She was married for 7 years. And her husband was abusive. And then she got divorced. And then she went and started laying and playing with other niggas. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. You an old ass woman. You should have known that he was fucking abusive before you even married that man. But you didn't, because you probably laid and played and got with him, and then all of a sudden shit turned. But like I said, I don't know if that's the truth or not of her life. She could be lying, she could be telling the truth. Because men, back in those days, they were very abusive. They felt like, look, when I come home, bitch, I want a meal on the table, I want some pussy after that. You know what I mean? You better put them fucking kids to sleep. I'm paying the motherfucking bills in here. And that's the way things were. And a lot of women weren't even working back then. And if they were working, they were working in a white man or white woman's house, cleaning their fucking toilets and shit. So, like I said, I'm going to get up off of this motherfucker because I wish I could find the one that she talks about, the men that she had and how every last one of them supposedly did her bad and all this shit, and they were the worst men for her, but she picked these men. That was the whole subject. That was the whole part of this, was you pick the men you choose. You choose these men, because like I said, when a good man come along, he's corny, he's boring. So you go after the bad boy. Like one time I remember I met this chick, she liked what she saw. And I was very shy at the time, so I took her to Philly. We talked on the way there a little bit. She really was quiet. Walked around and had we bought like some cheesesteaks and shit. We sat down and ate and shit. We didn't even sit down and ate. We just walked around and ate cheesesteaks. And we talked for a bit. She was very untalkative. She got home. I guess the nigga that she wanted to be with called her. She jumped in her car as soon as and left. About 3 months later, that bitch was pregnant with this dude's kid, right? Found out the guy got 3 other fucking baby mamas. She was baby mama number 4, and she knew about the motherfucker. You know why? Because motherfuckers used to talk about how good his dick was. So she was right there trying to think her pussy was so good that she can get him away from the other 3 baby mamas. A motherfucker with good dick is just a dick slinger. This is what he is. And y'all fall for him. So don't blame us. Don't blame us for your shortcomings, ladies. This is all your fault. All right, y'all. This is the Battle Blaster. I say thank you so much for sitting down listening to me. And like I said, this is not for all women. I'm saying, and this is like I said when I talked about John Leguizamo, it's ain't about to the all Spanish population. And I want to make a disclaimer too, because the people, the Mexicans who were here fighting and doing certain things, they weren't a part of the Revolutionary War. The Mexicans never did nothing in that, but they were in and out of this country because they've always been in and out of this country until the white man told him that he couldn't come into this country. Like I said, but they never fought in every fucking war. And especially Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, whatever. They were still on plantations. Some of them were still on plantations down in their countries. So, just saying. This is not directed to all Spanish folks when I spoke of that, but just for the ones who think like that. All right, y'all. This is the Battle Blaster. I'm out. Peace.